So views in view concept in ASP.NET MVC controller. Okay. The first point, before go and do a first point, you tell me the flow, how it will work. I'm creating a new project. How to create a project? Anyone can tell me?
It's need to go to the new and create a new project, sir. To the file.
New project. Okay.
Here you need to take the MVC
Core empty. Okay. Saying sample view
views
application. And then I'm removing the configuration of HTTPS create. Now, what I'm going to do, first I'll create a controller. In my Solution Explorer, my very first step is create a controller. It's not responding. Right click. To create controller, what you need to do first? First create
a new folder.
New folder. Saying that
controller.
Controllers, not controller. Controllers folder containing controller class. So go to add controller. Select MVC controller empty. Don't perform anything. Just simply select the scaffold MVC controller empty. Click on add. And you will get a MVC controller. There you see home controller. It automatically built a home controller. What is the controller name it is created? Home controller dot CSS. Now click add. When you add, a new file will be created with a class called home controller, under which it was derived from controller class. Okay. And then here you will have public iAction result index. Okay. And then it will return a view. So how the flow is happening? The flow is happening from controller to view, right? You write your business logic in this controller action method, and then you will return as a view. Now, sir, to control this one, you have to add a route method. Saying that route, simply say home. This is your route name. Then build the project. Will this controller will work in program.cs file? Will this controller will work in this home controller will work in program.cs file?
Yes.
Huh? Hello. Say yes, or no. Say yes or no. Whether it will work in home control. This home controller will work in program.cs file. My question is very simple. If I run project, it will work. It will not work. Why? Because this home controller, you need to register as a service.
Yeah.
under the
And
builder
don't
method,
Yes,
right?
Yeah.
Everybody, Nitin, Preeti, Pranit.
Yes, sir.
So what do you need to do? You need to use builder dot services dot add controller with the views. Add controller is you are going to only specify controller. Now you are adding views as well. All right. So you have to say add controller with the views. Now if you go to definition, you see it is actually looking for an injection of collection where it will try to service the both builder method as well as services. It means that it will return the MVC model view controller class. Okay. So that is how it was been derived. Now, this builder method registered under Microsoft.extension.dependency injection. We will talk dependency injection later point of time. Don't worry about it. Okay. Now, after registering the controller, what you need to do? App dot use static files. If you want, you can use, otherwise don't use it, not a problem. App dot use MVC. Sorry. App dot use routing. And then app dot use endpoints. No. Use controller with endpoints. What is that, man? I forget. Okay, leave it. Let's see what will happen. Build. Now try to run the project. Put a breakpoint of here. Run it. Now here, you have to say home. It will not detect. Why it will not detect? Because in the program.cs file, somewhere the issue is, you see. Slash home. Something is missing. What is that? Dot map controllers. So you have to map all your controllers. After routing, you have to map the controller. We forget this one. Now try to run. Now page cannot found. Slash home. Enter. It detected. See, the home controller got detected.
Yes.
What you done in your program file? You are registering the MVC controller with views as a service in the builder method. After registering, you are building that method where you will get a context of app. In that app, you are going to use static file, routing, map controllers. Why you are using routing? Why you are using routing? Anybody? Now you see an unhandled exception occurred while processing the request. What it is saying, anyone can read this? Anyone
Invalid
can
operation exception, the view index was not found. Invalid operation exception, the view index was not found. The path is not correct.
Okay. So as per your project, you added any view here? Did you
No,
added any view in the Solution Explorer?
no.
Then this file is not recognizing. So how to add a view in the folder? Just go to Solution Explorer, create a folder name called views.
Use.
Create a folder name called views. And then every controller have a separate folder in a view. What you need to do, add again another folder under view, say that home, right? And then right click, add view, eraser empty, add, say index.html, click add, right? Now I am removing everything. I'm just building a HTML text because it is a view. Priti, you are not aware of HTML, right? Priti and Pranit. Priti and Pranit.
Yes, yes, sir.
I will teach this one later point of time. H1 tag, you
Okay,
can
sir.
add home controller, right? It is coming from home controller. H2, I'm going to use index action method. I'm simply giving index action method. Now in the head, I'm going to say a title. Don't worry about this one. I will teach you. Home controller. Controller. No, you say home. Right? Now, build the project. I created an HTML. HTML stands for tags and all those things. Okay. Uh, anybody having HTML videos with you?
No, sir.
Nitin, you have?
Sir, only if you have.
Can you share it to Praneeth and Preeti so that they can go through it?
Yeah, actually, I was downloading my laptop, but it is not working right now. So I will try to share as early as possible.
Because they want to understand, at least fundamental. Then only they can able to learn. Because here I can cover everything. Don't worry about it. With the MVC as well. Okay. Now I'm going to build this. What will happen? This view indirectly connected with this HTML class. Now you see the express.
But how is it getting known that only we need to open this view file, sir?
Come again?
How it is knowing that only it
I'll
needs
come.
to connect to
I'll
this
come
file?
that. I'll come that. Just listen. I'll come that. Home, enter. Now you see, continue. I got the method.
Yeah.
See, basically what happened, the view folder will be like this. First one is views is your parent folder in the solution, under
Okay.
which you need to have the controller name, under which you need to have the action method. What is your action method? Controller name. What is your action method for this example? This is the folder structure you need to maintain in the Solution Explorer. Got my point?
Okay, sir.
Then only this index method automatically detect the action method. So what is your example? Example views. What is your controller name?
Home.
You have to speak. What is your controller name? Home.
Home.
What is your action method? Index
Index.
dot CS HTML.
HTML.
Okay, CS stands for C sharp.
C# HTML.
C sharp HTML. Other way, we can call it as Razor engine. Razor engine, right? You can call this as a Razor engine, right? You understand? Everybody clear on this?
Okay, sir.
It is a razor engine. Okay, now what we can do after completing the razor engine, sir, I am not going to create this folder. What I will do, I will try to move the view in under views folder. You see. Now what happened? Home folder is empty. Now try to run it. You will get an exception. You will get an exception. Then you have to pass home. See, index was not found. Only it will search only these two locations. View will identify only these two locations. Got it?
Correct, sir.
If you are not having the index in this two location, what will happen? What will happen?
It will just throw an
It will throw an error. So obviously, the view will be under home controller under index.cstm. One second. Got it? So the views, controller, action method, everything will be there. Now, if at all, I am moving this index to some other place. Sir, I go, instead of in home, I'm trying to create another folder, name shared. And then you are passing this index to this folder. Now, when you build the project, what I said, either it has to detect from the home folder or it has to detect from the share folder. Now you run the Express. Now you are passing home. See, it will detect. Why?
Path is disturbed by this.
Okay. Okay. The name of the folder is wrong. SHAARD. That is the problem. Now, here I'm going to hit my home controller. Now try to continue. Hey, what happened, man? Okay. It should work. Okay, leave it. I will talk later point of time. Sir, this is one way. I will talk this one later point of time. I don't know why it is not working. It's supposed to work. I build this. Now run the Express. It's supposed to work from share. I don't know why.
Some path is getting disturbed.
Come again?
Some path is getting disturbed in this cell. Might be we are
No,
not
no.
given.
Path should be configured. I am not able to configure that. Let's see. See, now you got the home controller index method.
Yeah.
Everything, everybody. You got that, right? So the typical first point, step one. What is your URL? URL is, this is your URL, right? So what will happen in step two? Step two, URL will be detected by route configuration. Am I right? Without a routing configuration, are you able to call the action method? No. You get the routing configuration. And step three, routing configuration internally mapped with what? Come on. Internally mapped with controller. Mapping controllers containing action method. Step 4, action method execute the request, return response as a view. Return response as a view, right? Action method execute the request, return response as a view. Here, view should be in an extension called .cshtml, right? What is the extension of view?
.cshtml.
.cshtml. Or you got my point? So,
yeah.
Also called as Razor
Pages.
View Engine. Razor View Engine.
View engine.
Razor Pages. Right? Why we go for Razor means it is a combination of server side code and client side code. In a Razor page engine, you can write both server side code as well as client side code, which I can tell you later point of time. This is the action method. This is my first scenario. Scenario two. My scenario two is with the same URL, I want to pass some other name. The same URL, but I'm going to use home.cshtml. How to create this file attached with this controller?
Razor
Simply
page.
go here.
Add new Razor page.
In the home controller, public iAction result, get data, something like this. Here, return new of view result. there return new of view result, and you say the file name. Content type is text.html, comma, view engine, view name is view name equal to get data, not get data, Narendra.cshtml. I'm giving. Now, here in the Solution Explorer, I'm trying to create a view. Add Narendra.cshtml. HTML. Right? Now, I'm taking this entire HTML body. Go back to Narendra.html. Home controller, Narendra action method. Right? Now copy this. Go to your controller. Here you are going to make route as Narendra. Whenever you enter Narendra, this method will get called. Now you see. See here what happened. I am returning a view. This view basically inherited by view result class. Right? Here I'm passing the view name. I'm passing the model. Right? This is how you have to pass. So the same thing I'm going to use here. Now you go back, narendra.cshtml in program.cs file. You can write like this also. You can write in a view name with the narendra.cshtml. Now, cshtml also. Now, I'm going to run this. Here I'm going to say Narendra. Hey. Now you see which action method it get called. Come on.
Yeah,
Preeti and Pradeep. Get that action method.
Yeah.
Now it will try to create a result object return. Why Narendra says HTML not found?
Give it directly. So where is the file this, sir? Where is the file in this?
Okay, view engine equal to view name is Narendra, view engine equal to narendra.cshtml. Man, something wrong. Forget about this content type. Simply say narendra.cshtml. It should work, I don't know. Build. Express. Okay. That's it. The problem is you need to give the entire URL path, right? But it is not accepting the entire folder structure path I need to provide from where this folder is coming from. Okay. Hello. Chaitanya.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Yeah.
So you have to give entire file path. Okay. That is one way. The other way you can do is simply command return view. Here you can say narendra.cs.html. You can give like this also. It's supposed to work, or you have to remove CS.html. Let's see. So there are three ways you can pass your data. There are three ways you can pass your data. See, you have to pass the name of CS.html when you are returning a view. But here your route is Babu. But see, the route name and view name is same. Route name and action name is same. View name and action name is same. No, right? Both are different, right? Unmute and speak.
Yes,
The
sir.
route
Different.
name and view name is not same. The action name and view name is not same. But still it will work, you see. What is your route name? Here in this URL.
Babu.
The route name is Babu. The URL, it need to be detected Narendra. Now you see. See, it is getting. This we already discussed. Now it will return a Narendra. It is working. If I am not passing the view name, what will happen? You will see. What will happen? What type of exception you will get? What exception you will get? You can build your view on your own. You can attach that view into the view object. Okay. There are three ways you can able to return a view. The first way is directly view. The second way is create a view result with the instance, pass the view name. Third one is returning with the parameter of the view name. Now you go and call that, still it will throw exception. it is expecting getData.cshtml. Why? Because your action method name is getData. Even though your route is mapped with this action result, it will look for getData.cshtml. If I want to configure that in a proper way, I can simply go and say Narendra. What will happen? This getData will call a view called Narendra, which is available under home controller. This is called MVC. Typically, how architecture will happen, we'll discuss tomorrow. How the call will happen, what mechanism we can able to do, everything will be discussed by tomorrow. Got it? Anybody have any questions?
No, sir.
So here, the scenario 2. In scenario 2, but home in the URL, route name is home. First point. Second point, action method name is Babu. Right. Sorry, your route name is Babu. Action method name is getData. Right. View name is Narendra.cshtml. All are different names. How you can able to pass the URL? The URL is Babu. You are passing here. It will automatically detect Babu route will automatically detect the getData action method. getData action method in turns it returns a view name called Narendra.cshtml. Right? For that, code snippet is this is one way. What is your code snippet? To copy this entire stuff, paste it. Now remove this one. This is how you have to pass your code. And you need to have that attribute also, route attribute. Copy this route attribute. This is one scenario. Second scenario. Now, what is your third scenario? Scenario 3. Scenario 3. Instead of returning a view directly, instead of returning view object directly, we need to return view result object. We need to return view result object, which is a parent class of view object, which is a parent class of view object. You all know what is parent class and derived class, right? Base class of view object. Inheritance concept, right? View object. Now, hello. 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 Tell me. Regarding? Not interested. Not interested. Thank you. So the view object is the parent class. So how you are going to use it? This is the way you have to do it. Same route, Babu. Same route example. Instead of return view, what you will do, you will create a view result object like this. And that you are passing a property name, entire path of the view. Got it? Got it or not? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So this is how you have to pass. This is your scenario 3. So how many scenarios you can able to pass the view? Three scenarios. One is return view, which directly associated with the action method name, right? If our action method is get data, your view also should be get data. If your action method is XYZ, your view name is also XYZ. Or you have to create your predefined view. Your action method can be anything, but you can create your view with a meaningful name. In that case, you have to use like this, return view, which view you need to call, which cs.html you need to pass. The third one is, you can be anything, you can pass a result view name. Out of these three scenarios, 99% people use scenario 1 and 2, right? In real time. Nobody will use view result. People will use this one and this one, the first one. Okay. So you need to understand in an interview that people are asking, how many ways I can return view? I can simply say there are 3 ways. The first way is return view object directly. Second one is return view object with the view name. That means razor view name, engine name. Third one is return view result with the help of creating an object at runtime. Are you got my point? So this is the way you need to implement view. Anybody have any questions?
No, sir.
So tomorrow we are going to talk about razor engine complexities. Right?
Yeah.
There you can write C# code, embed with HTML. This is the idea behind it. Clear? Tomorrow I'm planning to write C# code, embed with HTML. Clear my point?
Okay, sir.
Anybody? Pranit? Okay, guys. Thank you all. Have a great day.